Oh, this might be the mother of all my meal prep videos right here. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dani Taylor, co-owner of Vegan Proteins Online Coaching, and today we are gonna do the craziest meal prep ever for reasons you might not guess. What we are gonna do today is I am gonna meal prep for Monday through Friday, all vegan, gonna get 140 grams of protein. I'm not gonna use any protein powders. I'm gonna do it in under an hour, and I'm going to include all 12 of Michael Greger's daily dozen. That's a big challenge. Let's get into it. What are Michael Greger's 12 daily dozen? I wrote them down to make sure I didn't forget. So it includes 3 servings of legumes, 1 serving of berries, 3 servings of other fruit, 1 serving of cruciferous veg, 2 servings of greens, 2 servings of another vegetable, a serving of flax seeds, a serving of other nuts, 1 serving of herbs and spices, 3 servings of whole grain. And we are gonna get this started in under an hour. I have prepped nothing. My counter, you can't see the whole thing, but it is a mess. Some of my ingredients are out, nothing is measured. A lot of them are in the fridge. I think some of them are in the freezer. The only thing that I have done before I started this video is I preheated my oven to 450. And I just wanna show you guys that if you are willing to be flexible, you can make so much work to get your meal prep done. I hear a lot of reasons people can't do this, but the only thing I've done is start the oven. Obviously, I planned what I was gonna eat also, which took me a little bit longer than normal because I decided to include the Michael Greger's daily dozen to see if I could do it, but I did. So this is gonna be about 2,000 calories and 140 grams of vegan protein without protein powders. The most important thing is to start with the thing that's gonna take you the longest, and that's gonna be dinner because it's all gotta go in the ovens. So I'm gonna start with that right now. So dinner is going to be tofu and roasted vegetables. So first I'm going to cut and drain my tofu, and I'm not gonna press it, I'm just gonna drain it. I've been vegan 23 years. I think I've pressed tofu like twice. One thing that I think is really important about this meal prep, and pretty much all meal prep, is I'm not gonna be making everything from scratch. I am incredibly busy. I am traveling 6 out of the next 12 weekends for work. I have a full client roster. I have a team of employees, other coaches who also have busy client rosters. It's a lot. So if I don't have some kind of a plan going into the week, I'm screwed. So because I'm traveling for so many weekends, I'm only doing this for Monday through Friday, but you could do this for longer if you wanted to. This isn't a matter of, oh, I think you should copy my meal prep, although you certainly could. This is a matter of if you actually like make a plan to do something, you can do a lot. So I'm just gonna cube this. And I think you'll be surprised that the actual amount of prep that needs to be done for this meal prep is not that much. Oh, I should have started my own timer, huh? Can I do it from my watch? Stopwatch? Is that a thing? It is. Go, okay. Get a big old bowl. If I don't get this done in under an hour, it'll be real embarrassing here. Soy sauce, maple syrup. Oh, it's like, tell me I don't have soy sauce. 𝐶𝐭 eats soy sauce every day. So normally when I do my cooking videos, I have all my stuff laid out in the perfect, like, prepared amounts so that they go really quickly. This one is not that. And that's on purpose, because I feel like a lot of times cooking videos, meal prep videos, they can kind of give you a false impression that, oh, it's super, super easy, but you don't recognize how much work went in before to prep the stage for the actual video. This is maple syrup, a local maple syrup that we get here. So I'm doing 3 tablespoons of each, soy sauce and maple syrup. Oh, garlic, onion, and whatever other spice I want. Smoked paprika. It's kind of lame, but I'm not gonna measure this out exactly. Oh, maybe I am, because it's kind of dried in there. There we go. Onion. And I really wanted to show you guys, you know, in all the recipes that I make for you guys, which I love making the recipes, but if I'm being real, like, I don't eat like that. I make the recipes because you guys love them, because you guys ask for them. I eat very simply every day. Oh, did I not put the paprika in? Because I was too busy yapping. There we go. Just gonna whisk it together. Okay, I'm gonna take this, toss it in here. Give it a quick rinse because I'm gonna keep using it. And I'm gonna use a spoon. It's not quite a deep enough bowl for me to really toss it, but I'm just trying to get a coating on there. That's coated. This is gonna be the thing that takes the longest to cook, I believe. So I have a silicone thing on here, and I'm just gonna put my 2.5 blocks on there. So if you're doing the math with 5 servings, that's a half a block per serving. And I'm gonna try to spread it out so that it's not too crowded when I put it in there. The more crowded, the longer it's gonna take. But I have to put a couple things in the oven, so I am trying to keep it to 1 tray here. Put that in, and I'm probably gonna have to flip this, stir this at least once. 450. Again, I'm actually, normally I would just buy this pre-cut, but for you guys, I didn't. Gave that same bowl a quick rinse, because this may very well look like a tornado went off afterwards, but the more I can do while I'm cooking to make it not look like that, the better. So when it comes to my vegetables, I mean, I eyeball them. I'm measuring them with my eyes here. Next, cauliflower. Okay, there were some bits of this cauliflower that were not great looking, but I think I got them off. Dump this in the bowl. Okay, gonna toss this together. This one I am gonna put the tiniest bit of oil on because I feel like it really does make a difference with roasted vegetables about how they stick. Where's my olive oil? Hello? Olive oil? Ugh. It wouldn't be a meal prep session if I didn't realize I was out of something in the middle of it. So I'm gonna add 1.5 tablespoons to this whole thing. So I think most people way over add how much oil they need. I am going to salt and pepper these liberally. I'm using iodized salt because iodine is really, really important. And no, I'm not measuring it. And if you're curious about my take on salt, we just put out a video about it a few weeks ago that I think it was pretty good, actually. So I'm gonna toss this with my hands, dump it on another cookie sheet with the silicone baking sheet. I'm gonna cover it and then uncover it towards the end. I want them to steam first, and then I'll uncover them like 10 minutes or so before they come out so that they can get that brown crispiness on them. In 20 minutes, I am gonna check on both of those, the tofu and the vegetables. Now, the last component of dinner is gonna be some sweet potatoes. I think I've told you guys I'm kind of a whirlwind in the kitchen. Like, once I start going, it's pretty intense. I don't stop till everything's done, and then I have a lot to clean up. So, oh shoot, these are regular potatoes. Put those back in there. Okay, perfect. All right, so this company, Roots, they sent us some stuff recently and I really like them. No, this is not a sponsored video in any way. I love sweet potatoes. I hate chopping vegetables. And what I really like about this company, not only is it organic, but they use like the ugly vegetables to, in all of their products. And I think that's pretty cool. So this could probably stand to be in 2 trays. So I only have 1 air fryer basket. So I'm gonna put it on a different kind of sheet and probably just mix them up and switch them while they're in there. So this bag had exactly 5 servings in it, so that's why I didn't measure anything. It's gonna be 5 servings, and the ingredients are sweet potato, olive oil, salt. I mean, you can't beat that. Air fry, go. Let's start lunch, because dinner is going. That's dinner. I need you. And you. Okay, so lunch is going to be a salad with like a chickpea and seitan salad on top of it, like a green salad with chickpea and seitan salad on top with dill and capers. It's gonna be delicious. I wanted to use Upton's seitan for this because it is my absolute favorite, and I went all the way to Whole Foods, the worst Whole Foods in the world in Andover, Massachusetts. I'm calling you out right now, and they had one box of Upton's seitan, and it was chorizo, and that wouldn't work for this. So I'm using my own homemade seitan, but I would recommend just getting Upton's. It'll be faster. Let's do this. So first I'm gonna make the dressing in here. So half a cup of Vegenaise. Yeah. Like I said, today's meal plan is higher in fat than it normally is, but calorie-wise, it still works out fine for my goals. I got some lemon juice, 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do a little bit more because I love it. These are my recipes, by the way. I kind of changed the amounts for the serving sizes, but they're my recipes that go out to our Muscles by Brussels members. Every month they get a brand new recipe. Little vinegar. So this one is from, I think, March of this year, and the dinner one is from July of last year, or vice versa. A clove of garlic. I am gonna do basically a whole bunch of dill. Starting to get messy, starting to get messy. And I'm just gonna roughly chop it because it's going in there anyway, so. Okay, oh, beautiful. I love dill. You could use a different seasoning if you wanted to. Okay, so that is off. This part we wanted blended pretty well, and you can see it is, it's liquid. It's coming right off of the cap here. Loaded with herbs, right? Right. Okay, so these were the seitan cutlets that I made. I made them weeks ago. I actually made about 100 of them at once in one afternoon, and we still have a bunch of them left. We keep them in the freezer, and this lessens our reliance on mock meats, which I do still use a fair bit of, but I use a bit less of them when I have these. And I specifically didn't want to use packaged mock meats in this video because someone's always got something to say about it. Even though people will ask me about it in the comments, and the answer is yes, I use them almost daily. Okay. These, I'm not blending to a liquid by any stretch. I'm just gonna chop it up in here, along with chickpeas. 1 can, and just under a half a can, and I'm gonna save this half a can in a Tupperware in the fridge for something else. I'm gonna pulse this, but I might need to go in and stir it up. Definitely need to go in and stir it up. A little more. Could I have done this in smaller batches? Yes. Am I ever gonna do that? Probably not. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, that's all we'll need the food processor for. Where are we at for time? 27 minutes. Better haul ass. Just kidding, I think we're good. So this says there's 10 cups in this spring mix. I'm gonna divide it up evenly amongst the 5, which should be about 2 cups per. But I am gonna eyeball it because I feel like weighing your lettuce is a little crazy. So, you know what I forgot to put in there? My capers. That's okay, I'll just put them on top, considering it's chickpea, caper, seitan salad. Whoops. So this part, I'm gonna eyeball it. Now, if I didn't want to do that, what I could do, just so you can see, I could take a bowl and a scale, right? Tear the bowl on the scale out, dump it all in here, see how many grams it is, and divide it by 5. Right now, my goals do not require me to do that. I'm not going to do it right now. But if you wanted to be precise, that is how you would do it. And because the salad itself isn't covered in dressing, it's gonna hold up pretty well. But again, if you wanted to put the chickpea mix separately and top your salad with it later, you could do that as well. But I actually do think having some of these things pre-prepped and portioned like this is super helpful. Okay, let me get my capers. Capers are a weird thing that we pretty much always have in the house. I didn't realize other people don't always have them in the house. Like this one's brand new, not because we bought it for this recipe, but because we ran out. So I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons on each of them. I love capers, they're very salty though. If you don't like salty or pickles, might not be for you. I guess I could fit a little bit more greens in these around the sides. All right, cool. We fit all of that. And then I have green onions. Just gonna dice those up and put them as a garnish. And then this bit right here, I'm gonna put them in water on my counter and they'll grow back kind of on their own. It's really cool. And kids love it. Awesome. Cover those up. And I'm gonna serve each of these salads with 1 Joseph's oat, flax, and bran pita. So I'm gonna keep these separate because those will get soggy if I put them in there, but 1 per salad. Oh, my scrunchie fell out. This thing must have been hanging on for dear life for a while. Quick little cleanup. One thing I really, really miss about having my dogs, who made many appearances in these videos, is anytime I would accidentally knock something on the floor, it would be gone in like 2 seconds. The floor does not feel the same without them. Okay, so that was 20 minutes. Let's take this out first. And I'm also gonna give these guys a little shaky. Yeah. Okay, these ones, as expected, tiny bit soggier, so I'm probably gonna let these ones finish and then put the ones in the flat pan in the air fryer pan for a bit. Okay. Using the little spoon. See where this is at. Okay, so let me see if I can get this over to you guys. I wish I had a 2-camera setup so I could show you things a little bit closer, but I can't. So, still soft, but they're starting to get firmer on the edges. Whoops. So I'm just kind of giving it a little mixy, making sure it's spread back out again, not too crowded. This is a little bit more crowded than I would like it, but it is what it is. Popping them back in. Checking this out. Give it a test. 10 minutes. Let me show you breakfast, because I'm not gonna prep breakfast and I'm gonna show you why. Breakfast is gonna be a serving of 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭. This one's my favorite, even though they just changed the formula. It's a few grams less of protein, I'm pretty mad about it. These edamame puffs, which I've talked about before, you can get them on Amazon. Just soybean protein, a tablespoon of flaxseed meal, a ½ cup of raspberries, and a cup of soy milk between both the cereal and I have a chai tea every morning. So I don't need to prep that. This literally takes me tops, even making the tea in the kettle makes me 90 seconds to put together. So I'm not prepping it. Boom, breakfast done. Store your flax meal in the fridge so it doesn't go rancid. And to make it even easier for myself, I always have these filled up in the cupboard. This is the cereal container. This is the edamame puffs container. Measuring cups are right in there. Again, sub 90 seconds. Snack number 1 for the day. So we have breakfast, snack 1, a nectarine, and a little container of dry roasted edamame. They have different flavors. We like this brand because they come in these little bags, 11 grams of protein, 117 calories, piece of fruit. Boom, that's snack number 1. Snack number 2, we have whole grain rice cakes. These are a caramel flavor. I love them. Brown rice and corn, and 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. Do I need to prep this in advance? No, I don't. If I was going out to an office, I would probably prep it, stick it in a little Ziploc in the morning, take it with me. But again, sub 60 seconds here. My last meal of the day is gonna be a little sorbet snack. You gotta make these in advance. I'm using my Ninja Creamy. I got 5 containers, let's go. Mine is gonna be cherry, blueberry, mango, half a cup of each, straight across the board. Half a cup of soy milk in each. Let's go. Gonna do a tiny bit of vanilla extract in each of them. And the sweet potato fries went off a few minutes ago. I'll get there in a second. And I'm just gonna do a packet of stevia in each of them. I don't really feel like it needs it, but sometimes 𝐵𝐿𝐵 has some and he likes it this way. And stevia is it's a plant. It's an herb. No, I'm not gonna count this towards the herbs on the Michael Greger Daily Dozen, but stevia itself is an herb. That's that. I'm gonna pop these in the freezer. They are done. And then when they're frozen, you just put them in your Ninja Creamy at night. And they might need to be spun a couple times, but they come out this delicious sorbet. So in these containers, I'm gonna put our veggies and our sweet potatoes. I like mine a little bit well done. So again, I'm eyeballing. Try to even them out. And then I have the bottom shelf of sweet potatoes that I'm gonna put back on here to cook a little longer. Give each other some space, babes. Check my veggies. You can see how steamy those are. I'm taking this off and I'm popping them back in for a final 10, which is good because we're at 47 minutes, but this is the last thing we got to do. So again, checking this out, you can see it's much firmer than it was last time. I kind of like mine done a little more than that, so I think I'm gonna put it in one more time for another 10, which will give me some time to clean up and get stuff ready to show you the final bit. All right, I got the counters pretty clean during the 6 minutes that I cooked these a little longer. Just putting them across the board. Again, eyeballing, trying really hard not to eat these as I see them because they look really, really good. So somebody will always ask me, where do you get your meal prep containers? And I will link them, they're from Amazon. 𝐵𝐿𝐵 actually got these, they're glass, the top is plastic. I don't love them though. They're good enough, but I have broken a few of them. I miss the old school Pyrex that never broke. And sometimes these can be a little bit tricky to get to fully seal on top. But someone always asks, I'll add them in the description. Tofu's gonna go, whoops, I always do that. Tofu's gonna go in these smaller containers, and I'm happy with the texture that they're at now. Okay, so let's see if we can get this to fit in here. These might need to be a bit squished. All right, boom. That's the meal prep. She's done. I guess I could put 𝐬𝐻 on it. I kind of want to put 𝐬𝐻 on it. Let's put some 𝐬𝐻 on it. I think I had intended to put 𝐬𝐻 on it. All right, guys, so I will lay all this meal prep out so you can see it, but so much of this was incredibly easy. This was the most complicated thing here, and it was really easy. It was chop, put in oven, forget. So for the day, the total of this meal prep is 2,027 calories, 198 grams of carbohydrates, 140 grams of protein, 82 grams of fat. And I'm gonna lay it out and we're gonna talk about how it hits the Michael Greger Daily Dozen. Okay, let's go over how this covers Michael Greger's Daily Dozen, which are the 12 things he thinks you need to eat every day to be the healthiest version of yourself. 3 servings of legumes. Well, we absolutely have more than that. Legumes, edamame puffs, legumes, legumes, again, edamame. We have chickpeas in here. We have tofu. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. 1 serving of berries. We have this. We also have cherries and blueberries, which I didn't know cherries counted as a berry, but apparently they do. 1 serving of cruciferous vegetables. Got them here. 2 servings of greens. Got them here. 2 servings of other vegetables. So we have, let's see, we have, if you can count the cauliflower, broccoli as 1, we have the mixed greens in here, and then I actually screwed this up. There's supposed to be celery in there as well. So the celery would have been it. And just in case you think I'm lying, that I literally bought for this. I just forgot to put it in the food processor. 1 serving of flaxseed, that goes with the breakfast. The serving of nuts is the nut butter on the rice cakes. Serving of herbs and spices is in the salads themselves. And then we have 3 servings of whole grains. And this is probably the one that I am skirting the most because I don't know if it's 3 full servings. Definitely a serving in the cereal. I believe a serving in these pitas here, which each one goes with a salad. And this one might be like 2/3 of a serving right here. Oh, and it says other fruits, right? 3 servings of other fruit, here, here, here. So, that's it. That is Michael Greger's Daily Dozen. That is 140 grams of protein. That is all vegan. It has no protein powders. It took me under an hour, and truly, my kitchen is probably like 80% back to clean, the way it was. I hope you guys liked this. If you're interested in any kind of one-on-one coaching, or you're looking to be part of a membership where we give recipes and meal plans like this out every single month, we're gonna leave the link in the description for a free 1-month trial to Muscles by Brussels. But if you're really looking to change your physique, one-on-one coaching is where it's at. We do have some spots for that. We'll leave that link in the description as well. Just go ahead and apply. You'll hear back from one of our coaches within a business day for sure. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a YouTube video, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.